Welcome, listeners, to another spirited discussion here on Blunt and Blessed. I am your host, Elarion Silverbranch, elf, philosopher, and advocate for tasteful interior design.
And I'm Grum Skullsplitter, orc, wanderer, and advocate for walls that don't fall over when you yell at them.
Today, dear listeners, we discuss homes, where we live, how we live, and how every race has somehow decided that their way of doing it makes the most sense.
Spoiler, none of them make sense. Let's start with elves.
I expected nothing less.
You lot live in trees. Actual trees.
Not in, Grum. Among. Our homes are woven into the branches. Living wood shaped by gentle magic and...
Yeah, gentle magic. I visited once. Nearly fell through a floor made of leaves.
That was a skylight.
A skylight should not yawn open underfoot. You people sleep 50 feet above the ground surrounded by squirrels, pretending it's tranquil.
It is tranquil. The rustling leaves, the morning sun, the scent of the forest,
and the sound of an owl coughing up a mouse right above your pillow. Lovely.
You'd prefer what? A cave?
Oh, absolutely. Cool air, echoing halls, solid stone. You know it's not going to collapse on you in a cave? The floor.
The ceiling, perhaps.
Only if you pick a bad one, that's on you.
Orcish settlements have a certain charm.
That's one word for it.
Smoke, tents, and the occasional weapon rack does not make a charming aesthetic, Grum.
You just don't get it. A proper orc camp breathes. It's got life, movement, smell.
Oh, it smells, certainly.
And everyone knows where they stand. You eat, you fight, you sleep under the same stars that watched your ancestors. There's honor in that.
There's mud in that.
Better mud than mildew. I visited a dwarven hold once. Felt like the air was trying to marry me. Thick as gravy.
Dwarves take comfort seriously. Every stone hall built to last, every hearth warm, every wall engraved.
Yeah, and every corridor's a maze. You go in for dinner and come out 6 hours later, 5 pounds heavier, and somehow deeper underground.
They believe safety is depth. The deeper the home, the safer the heart.
Then their hearts must be at the world's core.
Speaking of cozy, let us mention halflings.
Oh, now they know how to live. You ever seen a halfling burrow? Round doors, warm lamps, tables that somehow always have pie on them.
Yes, but their ceilings are so low I once gave myself a concussion trying to compliment one's drapery.
That's just part of the charm. Keeps tall folk humble.
I swear their homes are designed to test the patience of anyone over 4 feet tall.
And they succeed every time. Still can't beat them for comfort. Those chairs feel like hugs.
Let's not forget goblins.
Do we have to?
We do, for anthropology's sake.
Anthropology, right. I call it fire hazard appreciation.
Their dens do have a creative architecture.
Creative being nails sticking out of everything. You ever walk into a goblin house? You don't walk out the same shape.
I once saw one hang a cauldron from the ceiling by a single rope. When I asked why, he said it was for mood lighting.
I admire the chaos, but I wouldn't sleep there without a helmet.
Humans, on the other hand.
Oh, don't get me started. Humans will live anywhere. Mountains, swamps, deserts. Half of them build towns just to say they can.
They call it adaptability.
I call it bad planning. You build a house in the middle of a lightning field, then complain when it burns down. That's not bravery. That's architecture roulette.
True, but I admit their enthusiasm is admirable. Every new settlement, every frontier, another chance to say, we belong here.
Even if they clearly don't.
Then there are the Fae.
Oh, here we go.
Their homes are more illusion than substance. Shifting glades, dream houses made of light and fog.
I once tried to sit in a Fae chair. Fell straight through it.
You have to believe in the chair.
Believe in the chair? I believe in sitting, not philosophy.
Perhaps that's why they enjoy watching mortals stumble about their halls so much.
Yeah, well, if I can't sit down, it's not a hole, it's a prank.
So what's your favorite home, Grum?
Easy. Campfire, little bit of meat on the spit, stars overhead, someone snoring nearby. Simple. Feels right.
No roof, no walls, no comforts?
Comforts fade. Stars don't.
That's unexpectedly poetic of you.
Don't tell anyone. I've got a reputation to keep.
As for me, give me a glade of silverlight, a gentle breeze through living wood, and a song to fill the air. A place that feels alive.
So basically a forest with extra furniture.
Precisely.
You elves and your fancy moss rugs.
Better moss than mud, my friend.
Bah, mud washes off. Pretension doesn't.
Listeners, if there's a lesson here, it's that home means something different to everyone. To some, it's a fortress of stone. To others, it's a tree, a tent, or a warm hole in the ground.
And to a few of us, it's wherever the next drink is being poured.
Spoken like a true wanderer.
Darn right. Oh, the stone's ringing. I better answer it. Hello, this is Grum. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
This is John with villain support. Grum, did you say?
Yeah, my name's Grum Skull Splitter. I split skulls on occasion.
Okay, cool. Splitting skulls is pretty cool. I guess I didn't expect to speak to anyone through this. Grum, what can I help you with?
Help? No one's ever asked me how they could help me. Usually I'm just sitting here asking questions about them. What do you do, John?
So, I provide customer service. People call me trying to, kill heroes, conquer star systems, capture maidens, etc., and I try to help them out. Unfortunately, most of them are pretty incompetent.
So you help people fight better?
Yeah, I help people fight good better.
Ah, man, I have some cousins that would love to get a hold of you.
Have them call. Just let them know that you gave them. Tell them to let me know that they got my number from you. Otherwise, they have to go through the whole process of becoming a new villain, getting qualified, getting certified, getting accepted. Then they have to prove they can do what they're supposed to do. It's a long process. So typically, if you can circumvent that, it's better for them.
I had no idea it was that in depth. I thought you could just be evil and stab some people and go from there.
No, you can't just be evil. It's it takes a long time, a lot of practice, a lot of guidance, which I try really, really hard to give. And the more that you try to do evil, and the more that you fail at it, and the more that you feel like you're not accomplishing anything, you're actually growing. And then all of a sudden, one day you're doing something, and all of a sudden, bam, it works, and it's great.
So, if I were to say I've burned down at least 3 or 4 villages in my own time, would that make me evil or just a conquering warlord?
It depends on, did you burn those villages down just to burn them down, or was it toward achieving your goal?
Well, my goal was to make sure that they never teased me about my tusks again.
So this was revenge burning. Okay. I don't know that would qualify you as a villain yet, because that's just you getting mad and responding in the way that you felt was most appropriate. I think that if you saw a village and said, you know what, I'm going to burn that village because it's there, that would put you on the path of villainy.
See, I'm feeling a little bit... What? No, you don't need to come in here and tell me that I don't... No, I'm going to talk to him. He's a nice guy. You and your elfish ways go away. No, you sit down. I'm talking to the nice man about how to be bad. Sorry, that's my elf counterpart. He thinks that I need to lighten up and not kill people as often when they make me angry.
He sounds kind of boring.
He is boring. He likes tea. And that's it.
You know, the guy that I work with likes tea. His name is Levi. He likes tea. He helps villains and heroes alike.
Well, that seems
Yeah.
a bit counterproductive.
I don't know what to tell you. Technically, he's the reason I got my job, so
Oh, okay. So, you kind of owe him a little bit.
a little bit.
Right.
A little bit. He drinks tea because he's been around for a long time.
Right. So, would I know any of the villains that you've worked with?
That's a great question. Do you know Thanos or the Predators, space aliens with masks that go? Or
Did they got like funky face teeth?
when their masks are off, yes, they're like their jaws like unfold. And then there's the Borg. They fly around in giant cubes, and they're like half human or half biological, half technological. Man, who had that? I mean, there's Emperor Palpatine. There's Darth Vader. Have you seen Star Wars?
I've seen stars and I've been in wars, but I don't know how those two go together.
Okay, well, they go together pretty well. You know what? If I can figure out how to push like a DVD player and a DVD, which will make sense if I can, through this sending stone thing to you, so you can watch them, I think that you would enjoy them.
I bet I would, because if it was entertained me already, if you put stars in it, I can only imagine it gets better from there.
So if wars entertain you, I feel like I don't have a good picture of who you are. You just said earlier that you burned some villages because they were making fun of you. But if you enjoy wars entertain you, you might be more evil than I thought.
Well, I am an orc, so really it's kind of in our blood a little bit to just be destructive. I did kill some of those villagers because they made fun of me. At least one of them was, I think this is the village that made fun of me, but I'm not totally sure. So I just burned it down anyway, just because I could.
Okay, so it was just this village is here, and someone here probably laughed at me, so I'll burn this one down too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna get along way better than I thought. So question for you about being an orc. There's two kinds of main orcs that I know about. There's orcs that are totally biological. They're born, they grow up, etc. And then there's the spore orcs from Warhammer 40k that are more like fungus than actual living beings. If you paint something red, does it go faster?
No, it just means that I got in a real good hit with my axe.
Okay, so that means you're the first kind of orc, which is still great. Okay, don't think that's not bad. I just needed to make sure I knew who I was talking to.
So you're saying there's another version of orcs that are more like mushrooms?
Kinda, yeah. And the more they fight, and the bigger and the older they get, the stronger they get. And basically, whatever they believe comes true. So they believe that red things are fast. And yeah. ORCS, which I think is the kind you are, versus ORKS.
I can't spell, so I don't know.
Okay. Let's just stick to what you are. It sounds like you're doing a great job being you.
Right. Yeah, I like killing things, and I like, just going around starting fights for fun because they're fun. But sometimes I do get what I believe is steered in the right direction by other people who intend to use my warlike abilities for their own gain. So I don't know if that's evil or if that's just doing what I do for the heck of it.
It could be both, because if they, for instance, if they point you towards a village and say, destroy that village, and you go, okay, and you do it just because you're supposed to, that might just be you being a tool. But if they point you at a village and say, destroy that village, and you go, I was going to do it whether you told me to or not, you're evil.
I think I'm right on the line sometimes. I guess it just depends on my mood during the day.
Okay. Okay.
If
I
I'm
would
hungry,
encourage-
it's a lot more likely that I'm going to destroy it for the fun of it.
I get that. I get that. Yeah. I would encourage you strongly to come one little sidestep over this side of the line and really experience villainy to its full extent.
See, you make a very convincing argument. Well, no, elf boy, go sit back down. I'm handling this just fine. Thank you very much. I'm gonna just talk with my friend over here a little bit more because some of the things he's saying is really, really speaking to my inner orc.
Have you ever considered killing the elf?
I have, but sadly he pays half of the bills here, so unless I want to take on all the rent and everything, he has to stick around, and I kinda like him. He's just boring most of the time.
How does he make his money?
You know, that's a real good question. Elarion, how do you make your money? Oh, right. He's very rich from old money.
So, how does he open his bank account?
Bank account.
How does he open where he keeps his money? Do they know his face? Is it a handprint? Does he use a password?
I'm pretty sure it's a big shiny key.
So if you were to take him out, this is just a hypothetical. Take him out, get the key, and then dress yourself up as him. Just tell people you gained some weight or something, and that you're growing your teeth out. Maybe dye your hair blonde. I assume he's an elf with blonde hair.
Yeah.
You could just have the key and have his money and pay his half of the bills with his money, which would now be your money, and not have to deal with the annoying elf.
You know, that's not a half bad idea. No, you don't need to go anywhere. What do you mean you need to go? No, it's
Can you
fine.
hear this conversation?
Parts of it, I think. He's got them big old long ears.
I didn't realize this was on speaker stone.
Yeah. I don't know how to use it. Great, it's just a rock that glows and makes noise sometimes, and I pick it up and say hello.
I might have just cost you your roommate.
He just walked out the front door, and he's on a horse now. I'm gonna have to go get him because we have to finish this.
Okay.
But I really, really appreciated your side of
Yeah.
this. It's given me some things to think about.
Good. I would love if you would call me again, because I think you can do some really, really great, and by great I mean horrible things.
Right. Well, thank you, John, of Villain Support. I look forward to speaking with you again in the future.
Thank you, for sure. This has been great.
All right, you have a good or evil day, I guess, depending on what you want.
I will have a bad day, and that means good.
Okay, well, bye then.
All right, thank you. How do I turn this thing?
Hey, why'd you run off like that?
Grum, you were discussing murdering me.
Well, you know I could never hurt you.
I'll take your word for it. So may your hearts be warm, your roof sturdy, and your neighbors tolerable.
And if not, come stay with me. I've got a tent, a fire, and just enough ale to make you forget the difference.
Until next time, dear listeners.
Stay blunt, stay blessed.